Hi guys, so this video is going to tell you all about our grading system, and so be sure that you watch this whole video because I'm doing a very different grading system than what you're probably used to. So without further ado, let's get started. So I am in our modules page here and then the grading page in the getting started module. Notice it has a bunch of asterisks because I want you guys to be able to find this again very easily. So what I'm going to do basically is just kind of go through the information on these 4 tabs here. Again, please watch this whole video just so that everything is super clear. So my grading system is called Grade Goals. And so this course has no points. Instead of following a traditional point system, you will have the opportunity to submit your best work. And if you need to revise the assignment, you may do so by resubmitting your assignment up to 3 days after I return it to you. Once your assignment is passing, you will receive a complete in Canvas, and that will look like a check mark. If your assignment is not passing, you will see a not yet in the grade column for that assignment, and that will look like an X. There are no limits to the number of assignments you can revise, nor the number of times you revise any given assignment. However, once our course finishes, I can't take any more revisions. Assignments that are not passing by the end can therefore not be revised for a pass. So basically here, what I'm offering is you guys are going to see a complete or incomplete, which translates to a check or an X in your grades. And that will be for every single assignment. And if your essay or any assignment in this class is not passing, you will have 3 days to revise it after you get your score. So basically, you're going to look at the list of assignments for the course and complete the number listed for the grade goal that you wish to earn. For late work, depending on your grade goal, there is a specified number of late assignments that you're allowed, and those are going to be due within 3 days of the original deadline. The only caveat there is that peer reviews cannot be submitted late because your peers need their feedback in order for them to submit their final drafts. So it won't be helpful to them if you submit it to them late. And then the final essay can't be submitted late because grades are due right after we finish our course. So for the rationale for this system, it allows you the opportunity to rework your assignments and improve your writing. Also, I know we're juggling several things in our lives. In some semesters, it isn't feasible to complete every single assignment for every class. So with this system, you can determine which assignments will fit into your schedule. A couple of notes. Every student must pass all social issue projects, and we'll get into that later. Basically, those are your essay assignments for this class. You're expected to turn in your best work, and it's going to be rigorous regardless of the grade goal you shoot for. The assignments will challenge and engage you. And then something, actually I'll hit that in just a second. So that is kind of the introduction. Now what you guys are probably interested in is what this really looks like, how this breaks down. So to earn a C in the course, you must complete this list of assignments right here. The syllabus quiz, the profile, fact sheet, essay commentary, and creative commentary. Those are the 4 social issue projects. The first peer review out of 3, the first page contribution out of 2, and then you get 3 late assignments, right? And this should say 3 days. So you guys will complete this list of assignments here if you're going for a C. Now you notice it will just increase for the B and the A. For a B, same thing, syllabus quiz, social issue projects, but instead 2 out of 3 peer reviews, both page contributions, and we're adding the social issue presentation, and then we decrease 1 late assignment that you're allowed. And then it continues for the A. All 3 peer reviews, both page contributions, social issue presentation, we add the multimedia reflection, and we decrease that late assignment again. So this is kind of a condensed chart to kind of help visualize what this looks like side by side. So if you're going for the A, you should do everything in that first column here. 1 syllabus quiz, all 4 assignments, 3 peer reviews, 2 pages, social issue, multimedia, and 1 late. For the B, you do everything in the middle column, and C, you do everything in the right-hand column. So one really important note here, all items in your grade goals chart there, your list, must be completed in order to earn that grade. If you miss something, say you have everything for an A except for 1 peer review, it drops you to the next letter grade. So you know up front how many of each thing you need to complete. So don't let one tiny assignment mess you up for your grade goal. Make sure you complete every single thing listed here, okay? Let's see here. Then the next thing that I'll show you are what the assignment types really are. So my cat is going nuts over there. So I kind of explain a little bit about the writing assignments, peer reviews, pages, social issue, and multimedia course reflection. Everything is going to be laid out really, really straightforward in our modules. And each of these things, especially the social issues, the multimedia, and the writing projects, those have their individual pages with tabs listing all of the criteria, samples, everything you're going to need to know for each of those assignments. So be sure that you read thoroughly through those pages to get a good sense of what I'm looking for. And then I've given you a progress tracker, and I've given it to you in a couple different forms here. This is also on your syllabus, but basically you can track this. Now, again, your grades are going to be updated in Canvas, but if you prefer to have an electronic version of this, I have given you a Google Doc, so you can click on it and make a copy. And now this is your own personal grade tracker for our course. So you'll notice here in the first column for syllabus quiz, it says A, B, or C. That's because one syllabus quiz is required for all three. So regardless of the grade goal you're going for, you need to complete one syllabus quiz. Once you've completed it, I recommend you come in here and you give yourself a check mark, right? And then the same thing as you get your essay projects back, right? And say you need to revise the fact sheet, you can mark that with an X so you know you have to go back and revise that. Oops. And so once you get to the letter in each row that you're going for, then you can stop. So say, for example, you're going for a B in this course, right? Then you will want to make sure that in every row you get enough check marks to reach the B. So for example, for peer reviews, you know here that you need to get to 2. For the page contributions, also 2. Social issue project. And I don't need the multimedia reflection because I'm going for a B. Late assignments, I know that I can only have 2. So once you get enough check marks in each row to get to your letter, then you don't have to complete the next, for example, peer review, right? If you're going for an A, you need to make sure you get all the way to the A in every single row. That's how you can ensure that you are on track for your grade. And then I've given it to you in a Word doc version too. If you prefer Word, you can open it here and see it, or you can download it by clicking on it. And then this is just a screenshot here of the same thing. And again, it's on the syllabus if you prefer to do it that way. One thing that I will say, when you go to grades, I will show you the test student. Oh, I don't have a test student. Okay. So when you go into your grades, there's a way for you to check a box that says arrange by assignment group rather than by due date. That way you can, all of the assignments in the same category will be in a row. And so that will be easier for you to see. Let me see if I can quickly show you what that looks like. Bear with me just one second. I think this is important. Okay. So this is my test student. So you can see here that I have it arranged by assignment group. This is what I was talking about here. And so you can see for this class, they had different assignments, but all the discussions are in a row, right? And then all of the page contributions are in a row, all of the quizzes here in a row, the net tutor drafts, the self-assessments, the essays, etc. And you can see here how I'm giving grades, X's or check marks, right? So this is what your grade center is going to look like. And the default for Canvas is to have it arranged by due date. But when you do that, then for our grading system, it might be a little bit more difficult because you'll see it's like discussion, then page contribution, then quiz, then net tutor, then self-assessment. It's hard to see how many of each thing that you've completed. So I recommend, again, just changing that to assignment group, just so that it's easier for you to track. And so that is basically our grade goals system and tracking your progress. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out and keep returning to this grading page in our Getting Started module so that you can continuously make sure that you're on track for your desired grade goal. Again, it's right here. All right, let me know if you have any questions.